Schoology tips and tricks. Tip number 18, assignments for all. You have the ability in Schoology to create a variety of assignments and assessments for your students. One of my favorites when I was still in the classroom was the OneDrive assignment. If you've never seen the OneDrive assignment, I can walk you through the setup here. It's hard to show you exactly what it looks like from the student side unless I'm signed in as a student, which I can't do. But I can show you how to do this and the basic concept for both OneDrive assignments and annotation assignments. So from add materials, we're going to do add assignment. And we would give this a name. You can put your description and everything here. But the two magic buttons are either a OneDrive assignment or an annotations assignment. So the difference between these, a OneDrive assignment will allow students to manipulate a document. So you might use a Word document that you have set up as a template for your students. You create a OneDrive assignment. It's going to make a copy of that Word document for every student in your class. They do not change your original assignment or template. They will then each have a copy to work on for themselves and submit to you to see that Word document completed by your students. So it's a pretty cool way to avoid just giving a link to a Word document and then your students download the Word document and they manipulate it and they have to save it and they have to save it maybe with a new name and then submit it to you. This takes all of that out because it makes a copy and then you would see it and be able to click through each student in the assignment area of Schoology. So OneDrive assignments are perfect for Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoints. There are a variety of things that you can attach from your OneDrive for each of your students. So when you go into your OneDrive, it might have you sign in if you've never done this before. There would be like a sign in option. And then you would just go and you would grab that document. So that Word document, for example, this might be what I want to use. I hit attach and it tells me now here that this will create a copy for each of your students. So that's pretty neat. And then they would work on that themselves. The other option you have is an annotation assignment. So an annotation assignment is literally going to annotate on top of something else, right on top of something else. They are not adjusting a Word document or a PowerPoint. So even though it says here file types document, DOC or DOCX, or PPT for a PowerPoint, XLS for an Excel spreadsheet, even though you can drop those in there, they're not going to be manipulating a document. They're going to be writing on top of a document. Annotation assignments are really great for PDFs. So if you got a PDF from maybe Teachers Pay Teachers of a worksheet, drop it in here as an annotation assignment. It's going to make a copy for every student, and then they can write on top of that PDF. So if I grabbed a PDF here, again, it's going to do the same thing. It's uploading this as a PDF, and it will allow students to annotate their own copy of this file. I do have an annotations video that when this first launched that I made for our teachers, and I will drop that in this folder for you so you can see how that works. And it's going to be similar for OneDrive assignments. The main difference is that for a OneDrive assignment, they manipulate a file and add to a file. An annotation assignment, they're writing on top of the document and not actually working within Word. They're writing on top of it. And there are some cool tools for that that you might want to check out and see if that's going to work for you. So those are two ways to make some kind of assignments for all. If I recall, Darren recently had a OneDrive or an annotation assignment that he did. So I can look at editing this draft. This is an example of an annotation assignment. So he dropped in here a word search in the annotation assignment. And these are the tools that I have to work with this. So I can't do anything to this document. Like it looks like I'm highlighting it, but that is to do other things. So I could underline this. That's a cool thing that you can do in an annotation assignment. You might have your students underline the verbs in this sentence and it's a PDF. And there's no way for them to accidentally delete. Like I can't delete any of these things. If I hit the delete button on my computer, it doesn't do anything. It got rid of that underline, but it didn't actually delete anything in the document. So that is a cool thing that you can do with annotation assignments. You can write on top of these. So if I'm looking for the words, you notice it gave me a nice straight line. It converted that into a nice straight line. You can change what color they are freehanding with. They can add a text box and put their name on this line. So there are some really cool things that you can do with the annotation assignment to take a PDF and make it for each of your students. But let us know. We're always happy to help with these kinds of things because it does make it pretty powerful to make it easy for your students to work on a document of some kind within Schoology.